the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Thanks, guys. The Florida head coach told me before the game, this is exactly what they expected when the season started. They knew they had to go to the transfer portal, and the quarterback they got has lived up to every expectation. He has shown great leadership, composure, and poise in every moment. But not only that, he has really shown that he can get it done on the field. Late in this season, he's taking them to where they thought they could go, but he has got to get off to a quick start here today to keep that momentum going. Guys?
All right, Holly. And the Razorbacks will kick off first, and here we go. Coming out with it, it's Brown. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Tackle was made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now
wide open spaces. Inside the 30. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Quarterback changing the play. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. He wants it all. And he was shooting for the end zone there and they couldn't make the completion.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, the huge opportunity. He throws the deep ball down the field right in the breadbasket, and he drops it. There's no coming back from that one. There's nothing nice to say. Just refire, play the next play.
Long way to go on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Here comes the heat. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down.
Well, on that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after the catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier inbounds and getting him down, now setting up 4th.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Straight ahead, it's Russell. They were all over it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Jackson will throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Hawkins. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big checks.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Wide open downfield. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Racing down the left side. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
And you can see the defensive coordinator so upset after that play because everybody on his side is thinking it's going to be a run on 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the 50, but you need guys in the back end to just step up in that situation. If they throw the football, someone's got to make a play. You couldn't get it done, and now you've got 1st and goal in your own end.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. On the option, he'll pitch it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Drag down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And it's right down the boulevard. And with the field goal guys all locked up here in the 1st quarter.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Deep in the end zone, it's Brown. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Got the quick completion. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play.
Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. The 40. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35.
That's a bang-bang type play. RPO in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it in.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the run, it's Russell. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
Hits inside, it's Russell. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Wow, what an impressive-looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had Darren McFadden and Felix Jones both in the backfield, sometimes taking wildcat snaps? Nobody could stop them. This dude, I think, could have broken his way to that rotation with his ability. This guy's sick.
And I tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
Under pressure. Throwing on the run. What a catch along the right sideline as he makes a huge play.
And I would argue that's one of the most difficult things to play as a defense is those second plays when they start to get outside the pocket. He does a great job buying time. And that, what does he do when he rolls out? It gets his receiver a chance to get down the field more, and then he chucks it downfield for the big completion.
They'll send the back in motion. Jackson gonna throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Maybe an ill-advised throw there into the middle of the field, and it's knocked down and incomplete.
It's hard in this area throwing over this big defensive line. They've got long arms. You saw it right there, knocking that ball down on second down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And the offense gets 7 on that drive. And I tell you what, man, like they got 3. They got some good momentum going, continued the momentum, creating some big plays. Palmer, this offense feels like right now early in this football game that they're in control, that they know what they want to do, and the defense is reeling a little bit.
Yeah, the defense needs a stop bad the next time they come out. They've got to go back. They've got to get on the iPads. They've got to take a look at what this offense is doing to attack them because they do look like they're on their heels right now. Obviously giving up a field goal early, but now a touchdown. The next time they take the field, they absolutely need a stop.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. One more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. From the gun. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pryor. On the move at the 30. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turn wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. They'll ride him again. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Quick toss. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him and they get him on the ground.
In the backfield, it's Singleton. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Gators are in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Jaden Ball. They put the brakes on him.
And you think the defense is dialed into this guy? Like, he's already had such a great start to the football game, and you know they're using him. Great job by this defense. Great adjustment. Great job being downhill, physical, fast right now, and getting him stopped.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. He's changing the play. Quick give. It's Pryor. Can't get him to the ground. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finished it off with a 40-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Jackson will throw. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. Touchdown, Florida! And they turn it into a defensive score.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who is the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Russell. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Makes the catch. It's Hawkins. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, putting them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Jackson gonna throw it. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Flips it out in the flat. Breaks into the open. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need... this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Drops back on first down. Moving out to the right. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Second and long here. Looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Russell. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Third and long coming up. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They need a huge play on third and long. Keeps it himself. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. The Razorbacks will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Looks it in. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Pulls and fires complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Gators will hustle from the line.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncovered.
yard in the backfield. It's Singleton. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Now have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. They'll give it to Ball. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Razorbacks take their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that plays...
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Needs it here on 4th down. Trying to beat the D deep. Makes the grab. Got the conversion.
They're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Gators with the 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Touchdown, Florida! Makes the grab in the corner. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Jackson will throw. Rushes on. Turns it upfield. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. And the Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Catch in the middle. It's Marshall. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They're all over him. Quarterback got it himself. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the 1st down at the 41. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw one first. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. As the Gators head for the locker room by the Watch the Live, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And it's Texas A&M looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and so...
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. There he goes to the right. The 10. Touchdown, Gators. The defense putting points on the board. On to attempt to try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. And that one, I don't think, with required 10 yards, it did not. Penalty marker is out. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Running inside, it's Russell. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43. The Razorbacks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Jackson gonna throw it. Unloads to the wideout. He can't make the catch and over the middle of the field. Sometimes you hear those footsteps. It's 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Looking for the edge. He'll pitch it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Keeps it himself. Now the pitch. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on once. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. He has to take care of the football on this drive. You just can't survive throwing 3 picks in a game. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
You got to give the defense credit here because they came out here in the 2nd half with the goal of putting the clamps on this passing attack, and they have not allowed a completion yet in the 3rd quarter. This offense has thrown it time and time again. Nothing there.
Oh, he wants it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Now backed up in their own end. It's 3rd and long. The run inside. It's Russell. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They tried to fool him with the run on 3rd down, and they're looking at 4th and plenty of work to do. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Direct snap. It's ball. He'll toss it. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Gator! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And the offense doing a nice job mixing the option play on that drive. They're able to get the defense outflanked. Nice decision by the QB, pitching it outside wide, and the running back using his speed.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
And the Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Great job by the back on the option. And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Jackson will throw. That one's not even close.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
Number 30, set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. This time they'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Ball. And he goes down right there. That play's going to lose yardage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And they'll blow it dead just about the 45-yard line. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on this game. It needs to start right now. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. The Razorbacks want to move quickly.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Takes it the other way. The 40. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Snap on first down, wants to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Florida! What a grab in the end zone for 6. 3rd touchdown of the game, a 3rd of his season total. He now has 9 on the year. Here comes the 2-point try. They'll try to run with ball. He's brought down, not even close to the goal line, and that 2-point conversion attempt goes awry. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team, true to its name, as they make the grab and get the ball. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Spits it out to the back. That's caught. It's Pryor. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Motion from the back. 2nd down to the air. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Florida! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And man, oh man, I don't know how you leave that guy open for the touchdown. Like some kind of miscommunication on the defense. He has had a big day. He's a go-to guy. Palmer, I don't know what you saw with your quarterback eyes, but it looked like a bust by the defense.
Yeah, and that's inexcusable by this defense because this guy's already burned you in this game. He's lighting you up. If there's anybody that you got to be aware of, if there's one player that you have to know where he's lined up every single play, it's him. So for the defense to allow him to be that wide open on that play at this point of the game, no bueno on D.
Looking for a crease. It's Russell. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
And I think the defense kind of understood what was coming. Back-to-back possessions where this offense threw interceptions, like they're going to want to get the run game going, and they were ready for it. Great job fitting the gaps and making good, solid tackles.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Jackson gonna throw it. Rush right in his face. Turning it on. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Blasted as he lets it go. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team. And now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. No huddle offense to the line. From the gun, it's Ball. Fights off a defender. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
And I think this is routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the Gators want to crank the tempo. Moves to his right. Fires to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Wilson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
All right, offense, it's got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Throws it back. He'll take a shot. It's incomplete. Trying a little razzle-dazzle there, but it'll be third down. Quarterback empties his backfield. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Out wide left, it's Wilson. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. Got it right in the heart of the end zone. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. And the point after is good. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. Only reason you can think of for the onside kick here is they want to stick it to them. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onside every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
Trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
They don't need a bunch on second down. Straight ahead, it's Russell. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Jackson will throw. Stepping to the right. Makes a grab. There he goes. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Razorbacks in the hurry-up.
And this is why, as a defense, man, you don't want to let the quarterback outside the pocket. Once he gets outside the pocket, now
unleashes one deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Long way to go on second down. He's looking to throw. This time he's got his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Razorbacks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Wants to throw again. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Caught. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Sells the run, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. Lets it fly. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on fourth and goal. Jackson gonna throw it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Try to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to...
Makes the catch, and he's free. Forced out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, and that's the kind of play that can really get a drive going. Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He throws back to the left. That could be risky. Goes high to pull it in. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Drops back on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. And he gets it away.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. Secondary. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Second and long here. Jackson will throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Russell. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this third and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Open space at the 25. He is stopped short on the line to gain. The 4th down try goes awry, and that might just do it. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Wants to throw on first. Look out! Got out of trouble and throws. Left side, it's Mays. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Snap on first down, wants to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Hits the crease! And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on